I was playing around with team setups and decided to create a whole team with rocket launchers. Thought it would be an interesting test to see if it works and if it's even viable. And I gotta say, it's kinda OP a bit. There are some weaknesses, but not that many. The only thing I had trouble with were the last enemies, the very end game, meaning those massive monsters with huge health bars. Problem is that missiles are limited, so in order to play against such enemies we need to fire a lot of missiles. It's still very much doable, but some changes would benefit the team better, like for example having one grenade launcher next to 3 rocket launchers. Still a fantastic setup that worked wonders for most of the things that I've played against. Before the end game and those massive enemies, every mission was a piece of cake. Even the tough missions, at least the missions that were supposed to be tough. Great thing about this team build, if you wanna go with all 4 rocket launchers or at least 3, is that there's going to be plenty of pilot damage, so there's going to be ton of captured monsters, meaning the economy of yours is gonna get boosted significantly. It's truly a very powerful setup to play and it can be played from the early game. Alright, you explosive bastards, in order to build such a monster that can do nasty things with the rocket launcher and to also have backpack with items, which means that they can reload the missiles, we have to do a very specific build. Gonna need lots of power, so something like Genie body is really good. You can also go for something like Drake, which is quite an early game one, and a couple others. It's not that important which body part we are going to equip, because more important things are which arms are we going to equip, and those arms are going to be Drake arms. Reason is that there's pilot damage 1 on Drake arms. Legs can be also whatever, as long as we can equip a backpack after equipping all these body parts. With this setup I can have a backpack, shield and the rocket launcher. Backpack should have missiles in it and repair. Or if you want to go against those nasty endgame enemies, then 2 missiles in the backpack are also a viable option, as long as someone else does have some kind of repair options as well. Computer should have high combo. We need to combo the pilot damage in order to make this build as best as possible. Reason is that our skills consist only of pilot damage 1. And we want these skills to combo each other. Here is another rocket launcher setup. This Enyo body part has prevent loss skill. This is quite nice when you are blocking that last attack before the arm is getting destroyed, because with it you can get one more block, since the arm is not going to get destroyed as it's going to be left at 1 HP. Arms are Drake, and the legs can be something like Lighting or anything else that fits, as long as you can wear a backpack, rocket launcher and a shield. How to play this build? Very simple, aim and fire, that's all you have to do, and that's pretty much it. Worst enemy types against this type of a build are the ones with the shield, because they are going to block rockets with the shield, and the very absolute worst are melee Wanzer enemies with shield. Those can be a bit of a problem, but there is also a solution for them. Since we have a free arm, we can use simple hard blow. Great thing about it is that pilot damage 1 triggers often with hard blow, so we can just kick the shit out of them until the pilot is dead. We don't need to kill the Wanzer. It's a great tactic to acquire enemy Wanzers and to deal with the pilots quite easily. Though I would leave this tactic only for shielded melee enemies. That's why I said it's good to have missiles in the backpack, because eventually we are going to have to reload, since some enemies have shields and some enemies have really high health pool. If we don't kill the pilot, we might need to use more rockets in order to finish the mission. But thankfully simple melee punch is another option because of the pilot damage skill. Anyway, that's it for this one. Enjoy the rocket team, thanks for watching. Patreon subscribes are in the description, and see you soon.